Hey YouTube, just wanted to show you a dice game I made in Minecraft. It's a 2-player dice game. Here's the display board, one for each player. Up in the top corner there you have the number of games played out of 3, and each player has his or her own points out of 3. There's a few minor errors. The most common is it'll try to display two dice at the same time as a 6, which are both sides lit up, and a 1, so it'll look like an H, but it'll count as a 6, so don't worry. A less common one I've seen is it displays a 2, which is the corners, and a 1, which is the center, so it looks like a 3, but it's actually counted as a 1, so yeah, just gotta look out for that. I have yet to implement a system that detects that and re-rules for you, but I'll get that done eventually. Each die is on its own separate rolling system, so you can roll them both at the same time or different times, it doesn't matter. Got a 5 for player 1, 3 for player 2. Obviously player 1 should get a point, which he did, and as you can see, one game has been played. There's the dreaded H, which is actually a 6 and a 1, but it counts as a 6. So 6 still beats 3, obviously. Got a point for player 1. Three for player 1. Ouch. And 1 for player 2. Player 1 takes that point. 3 games played. 3 games won for player 1. 0 games were won for player 2. Hit reset, and I'll reset the board and the points. Let's try to get a point for player 2. There we go, there's a 5, so he'll get a point. So that display board does also work. So far this is the first die rolling game on YouTube that I've seen that actually tests both numbers and decides, with redstone obviously, which number is higher. Let me just load some of these chunks, I'll be right back. Alright, got the game, all the chunks loaded. This is what it looks like from the back. It's quite a mess. Fairly difficult to explain. Basically, the green is general wiring, the reset system, and also where the board is hooked up. So right here, this green is going into one die. That blue is just a big bus for that green over there. So basically the board would be right there. This blue takes it over. And the purple over there, there's 2 purple patches right there and way over there. Those are the random number generators. I'm lagging like crazy. This red patch and that red patch over there are the decoders from the random number generators. They send inputs, like I said, through this green, through that green, into the board. So there's also blue here carrying that green's information all the way over. There's some orange in there. It's kind of difficult to see. It's mainly under all this yellow. That orange handles the game number you're on, and everything that's yellow is the processing unit. It decides who to give a point to depending on the value of their roll. So I'm just gonna walk through here, point out some parts. Here's all the orange I was talking about. Besides the game number. Here's player 1's decoder. And that decoder information is taken basically to the brain of the entire game. Here's the number generators. It's very, very simple. It's basically a timer that goes through here and picks numbers. These are in random orders though, so it won't just go 1, 2, 3, 4. It's, I don't even know the order. It's like 1, 4, and then it goes to 6, 3, 2, and the last one's 5, I believe. Here's the second random number generator and the second decoder. This decoder is also taken with this yellow wool over to here, and it basically just lines all of those lines up. Here's decoders 2 that goes into here, and decoder 1 comes from here. And it goes into this, and I couldn't find anywhere on the internet something that could discern which number input was larger, so I had to make one myself, and that was quite difficult. I'm not even gonna try to explain this, but basically it's I guess you'd say a ripple carry effect, and it's freely expandable. Here's the end. So you can just copy and paste this segment next to it, and you can go indefinitely. But this is what decides who to give points to. If these lights are on, it means to give points to player 1. If the opposite side lights are on, it'll give points to player 2. Or vice versa, I forget, because there's a switch here. The output of the brain of the game will only pass through at certain times. That's when the levers are pulled. Goes into signal shorteners and then into the point memory. Here's the other player's point memory. These points had to be carried all the way back to the game, and that was not fun. That's done through these blue lines and taken off to both sides. So the general idea of it is fairly simple, although the processor was not simple at all. Basically, let's say this person rolled a 2, so that would symbolize a 2. If you look up, he gets a point because he rolled a 2 and the other person rolled a 0 pretty much. But let's say this person actually rolled a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, as you can see, this light lights up. This guy gets a point, and this guy does not. Say they both roll 5s. He gets a point, and he also gets a point. So let me turn these back to the off state before I forget, because I've done that before and I spent a long time troubleshooting what the problem was, and I didn't realize that it was that simple. Anyways, thanks for watching. I built this on the Farland server, as of which I am the admin of, as well as my brother, of course. If you want to join our server, it'll be up shortly. Link is in the description to our website. Basically just follow the bouncing ball. Yeah, so there's my dice game with a processor. First one I've seen on YouTube. I could be wrong though. Thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, and sub. Well, I guess it's not rate anymore. Please like, comment, and sub. See you next time.